Hey guys, so in today's video, I will be showing you how I wash my makeup brushes. It's a little insane, not even gonna lie to you. There's a bunch of makeup brushes that I washed today. Yeah, I wanted to film this video for so long. I've been trying out a few tips and like different ways to wash my brushes and make sure that all the product is out. And I finally found my favorite way, and that's what I'm showing you guys today. Hey, okay, I need to stop rhyming. So yeah, like I said, I show you guys my favorite way, 2 different soaps, and I give you a suggestion. I have been using Philosophy face wash. It's really great. It's unscented. It's just a really great face wash as well as brush wash, because it really gets all the makeup out, and I do suggest that for you guys. There's thousands of videos on the internet on how to wash your brushes, but I give you a few ways of my own how I wash my brushes, and it's in my dorm room bathroom, so that's always fun, right? So yeah, if you guys want to see how my brushes go from this to this, then just keep on watching. So the things you'll need are a towel, this mitt is from IKEA, and it's an oven mitt, and it just works really well with washing your brushes. It's only $10. It's really affordable, and the rivets on the brush help to break down the makeup and really get it clean throughout the whole bristles, and it just works really well. And it's a dupe for the Sigma glove, and obviously you need your brushes. So the first way I'm going to show you is with this Dawn, and you can interchange this with the Philosophy makeup face wash that I mentioned in the intro. And what you want to do is take your dirty brush, you want to wet it facing downwards so you don't get water in the ferrule, so the bristles don't loosen up and come out. And then you want to take a little bit of Dawn on your mitt and just scrub the brush to the mitt on the rivets in circular motions, so you really break down that makeup to get out of the brush. And then you want to do it running under the water, and then you want to take it again with your face brushes. Especially you want to do a second washing and really make sure that the water runs clean and that the suds are clean as well, because with foundation it's something you use a lot. So you want to make sure that all the foundation is out of there. And then to reshape it, you can just put it in the slot in between the thumb and the main part of your hand, squeeze out the water, and it just leaves it, in a nice shape. And there you go. So for the second method, you will need this Beauty Blender Solid, and this works amazingly, especially with the Beauty Blender as well. And I got this with the Beauty Blender that I bought, so I actually have 2 of these, and they just run amazing. So the first thing you want to do is obviously wash or rinse your brush, and then swirl it in the soap, and then swirl it on your mitt to break down the makeup once again. And I suggest this if you do this like on a daily, if you want to wash it out the day you want to use it, just because it's time consuming to do this method. So yeah. And the third way to show you that I have is to do it in bulk, and this is what I usually do for when I'm washing all of my brushes. So I take it and I use the soap, either the solid or the dish soap or the Philosophy soap. All work the same way. I'm just rinsing my brushes and then swirling it onto the bar of soap and making sure to lather it up on the brush, and then setting it to the side so I can do the rest of my face brushes. I'm going to do it face brushes and then eye brushes. And make sure when you're doing this that you rinse off the soap, because it can get all grimy with the makeup from the previous brushes, and yeah, it's just nasty. And then you want to take your mitt again and then just kind of work the soap into the mitt or into the brush, really go in circular motions to make sure to get all that product out. and then rinse the brush off. You could also set aside some water in the sink or in a bowl or something and just dip it in there every time you want to move on to the next brush. But then with that method, you will have to change out the water every so often, just so you keep your brushes about 100% clean. So as you can see here, I'm working the soap into the brush and then setting it aside and moving on to the next brush. And this way you save water and all that jazz. And then you want to start running the water and then take the brush, swirl it some more to get all that product out. And then with this method, you would do a double dip as well. And then you can reshape and set aside. So with the second rinse, I suggest keeping the bar of soap on the side of the sink and just dipping it a little bit and then running it under the water while swishing out all that product. And now we're moving on to eye brushes. So I'm taking a few at a time, rinsing them off, and then setting them to the side. And then dipping each brush into the bar of soap and then swirling it onto my mitt. And basically using the same method as before and rinsing it under the water while using circular motions to take out the soap. But I hope what I'm saying makes sense to you guys. If it doesn't, you guys can see what I'm doing in the video. I'm not the best at explaining what I mean, so yeah, I just hope you guys can understand. And now to dry them, this is the method that I use. I first take the brush, swirl it in the circle, and then pat it to reshape it again. That's why I say use a lint-free towel, just because you don't want all those lint particles in your brush. But I just, like I said, all types of brushes, I swirl them and then start swiping them on the side, and then use my finger for some brushes to reshape them. This step is really easy, and with swirling the brush onto the towel, it helps it dry it a little bit faster so that you don't have to keep them out as long. So yeah, you guys can see with this flat brush, I'm still going in circular motions and doing side swipes and patting to really reshape it. You can set it aside for a few hours I suggest overnight, but like I said, you can do this a few hours before you do your makeup, or even just, you know, pop out the blow dryer and dry it that way. But once you set your brushes out, you wake up and you're done. There's your clean brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I really do hope it was informative and helpful to you guys. That's what I'm trying to do here, help you out, because we're all in this together. Yeah, make sure you guys give it a like if you liked it, and subscribe down below. Make sure you check out my last video, which is at the end of this video, as well as in my description box. And yeah, stay Gucci. My battery's about to go. I love you. Bye.